After more than a month with no news at all, it has finally resurfaced. New concrete information about the Avata 360 has just emerged. The details were published by Jasper Ellens on his website DroneXL, including images, videos, and the most anticipated update of all, a new expected release date for the drone. So let's take a deeper look at each of these updates and break down the most important new details. The first interesting piece of information is the leak of this short video, which shows instructions on how to insert the new battery and activate the drone. Even though it's simple and low quality, it gives us a major clue. As we've seen with other drones before, whenever this type of instructional video leaks, it usually means the drone is already in the final stages before launch. The video starts by showing how to remove the gimbal protector, revealing the large camera with one of its big lenses facing forward. As we've already seen in previous leaks, this drone will be hybrid. We also know that when the camera is in this forward-facing position, the drone will be in FPV mode. Most likely, this will also be the default landing position, reducing the risk of damage to the lower lens, since in full 360 mode, one of the lenses will be facing downward. The video then continues with the drone rotating to show the rear section. And here, I noticed something interesting that hadn't appeared in any previous leaks. There's a small black dot positioned on a slight protrusion, and on the opposite side, the exact same detail appears. In earlier leaks, I had also noticed two similar black dots on the front of the drone. At first, I thought they could be new types of sensors. But after comparing the images with the DJI Avata 2, I realized it has 4 screws in exactly those same positions. So everything points to the conclusion that these black dots on the Avata 360 are most likely screws as well. And finally, the video ends with a demonstration of how to install the new battery and power on the drone. Speaking of the battery, in a leak from November last year, the official Avata 360 label submitted for FCC certification was revealed. It exposed the electrical specifications of the new battery, showing that it will have 22% more energy than the battery used in the DJI Avata 2. That detail alone essentially puts an end to the rumors that the Avata 360 would weigh under 250 grams. If we take the Avata 2's weight of 377 grams as a reference, and apply a proportional 22% increase, the Avata 360 would land somewhere around 460 grams. Of course, the math isn't that simple. DJI could make additional efforts to reduce weight in other components. But realistically, it would take a near miracle to keep this drone under the 250-gram threshold. Next, he comments on the previous leaks, highlighting the 2 massive lenses on the 360 camera. He also references what appear to be 4 or 6 obstacle sensors on the front. But at this point, I'm convinced we're looking at 2 LiDAR sensors, 2 optical sensors, and 2 screws. And according to the video, there are apparently no sensors on the rear of the drone. This strengthens my theory even more. When flying in full 360 mode, the drone will likely rely on an omnidirectional anti-collision system. We already know there are only 4 dedicated sensors on the front, so my assumption is that the Avata will use the live feed from the 360 lenses themselves as additional optical sensing data. These would work together with the other sensors and the LiDAR system, creating powerful protection on all sides. He also highlights another interesting detail. The propellers will feature 4 blades instead of the 3-blade design used on the DJI Avata 2. Another feature that made a lot of people happy is compatibility. The drone is expected to work with the Goggles N3, Motion Controller 3, and the RC2. This strongly suggests that DJI did not introduce a new O5 transmission system. And that's excellent news. Anyone who already owns current O4 equipment will most likely be able to purchase just the drone and add it straight to their collection, without needing to upgrade their entire setup. He also talked about the estimated bundle prices, using that January leak as a reference, the one that surfaced on a Chinese social network. He points out that those prices seem relatively low, because they are likely internal reference values for the Chinese domestic market. However, he believes that for the global launch, pricing will probably be similar to what we saw when the DJI Avata 2 was first released. In my previous videos, I also used that same leak as a benchmark to estimate the combo prices. So now it's time to put all this information side by side and compare the numbers more carefully. The Avata 360 is expected to have 4 bundle versions. The most basic version will include only the drone and 1 battery. In the Chinese market, it will reportedly be priced at 2,988 yuan, which is approximately $450. He estimates that this same combo will be sold globally for around $499. This price is practically the same as I predicted in my previous videos. This basic version will be aimed at users who plan to fly the Avata 360 autonomously, controlling the drone through its new advanced tracking features. Just like the anticipated Mini 5 and Neo 2, which include enhanced active track, capable of following objects at high speed while dynamically avoiding obstacles, the Avata 360 could bring a similar level of intelligent autonomy. There's also a strong possibility that it will feature gesture control, allowing users to direct the drone without a traditional controller. And if it supports all these smart control methods, voice commands would be a logical addition as well.
Hey Fly, take a journey.
On top of that, we may see 500-meter Wi-Fi control range, plus a new control method via Apple Watch integration. The Avata 360 will also have another budget-friendly combo, which includes the drone, 1 battery, and the RC2 controller. This version is expected to launch in the Chinese market for 3,988 yuan, approximately $600. For the global market, he estimates a price of around $699. In my previous videos, I predicted that this combo would cost about $700. This bundle is aimed at people who already own DJI FPV equipment, such as the Motion Controller 3, the Goggles 3, or the N3, or for those who simply prefer flying in a more traditional way using the RC2 screen. Since the Avata 360 is expected to be compatible with O4 transmission technology, there's also a strong possibility that it will work with the RCN3 controller, the version without a built-in screen. However, because there won't be an official combo that includes this controller, it would need to be purchased separately. There will also be a Fly More combo version that includes the RC2 controller, 3 batteries, a charging hub, and a carrying bag. In the Chinese market, this bundle is expected to launch for 5,688 yuan, which equals roughly $800. For the global market, he estimates a price of around $999. In my previous videos, I projected that this combo would cost close to $1,000. So once again, the estimates are almost perfectly aligned. And finally, there will be an FPV version, which includes the Goggles N3, the Motion Controller 3, 3 batteries, a charging hub, and a carrying bag. In the Chinese market, this version is expected to launch at the same price as the previous combo, 5,688 yuan, or roughly $800. For the global market, he estimates a price of around $1,200. However, in my previous videos, I kept this price at $1,000. After all, the price in yuan for both combos is exactly the same. And finally, we've reached the most anticipated update, the new expected launch date. He confirmed that the Avata 360 was originally planned for February, but the release was delayed due to delivery and supply issues. But the updated forecast points to a March launch, with China expected to receive it first. But if you've been following my channel, you already knew this. In my previous video, I explained the 3 reasons my Chinese contact shared about why the Avata 360 wasn't released this month, and I had also already predicted a March launch. But now that we know the new launch window, I want to go a step further and try to predict the exact date based on previous release patterns. We already know that DJI typically schedules its launches around the middle of the month, usually on a Tuesday or Thursday. Recently, the company has also been prioritizing releases in China first. Another consistent pattern is the marketing strategy. A promotional teaser video is usually published about 1 week before the official Chinese launch. Then, roughly 15 days later, the global release follows. Just to be clear, these dates are not official, and they're not based on new leaks. They're simply simulations built on statistical probability and past launch patterns. If this projection is correct, we should start seeing a clear intensification of leaks in the final days of this month. Then, sometime in the second week of March, DJI would likely release a promotional teaser. Only after that teaser drops would we have strong confirmation that the Chinese launch could happen on March 17th or 19th, followed by a global release around March 31st or April 2nd. As soon as I get more information, I'll make another video sharing all the updates. Stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.